Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome to a new Destiny 2 video. Today we'll be covering the Day 1 raid build for the new Witch Queen raid coming out March 5th. As you can see, I'll be running my Warlock for it on Day 1. Looking forward to it, so let's get right into it. Mainly I'll be running Void 3.0 because at the moment it's completely busted if nothing changes prior to the raid. So for it, we'll be running Voidwalker and Nova Bomb Cataclysm. I personally think this is the best Nova Bomb that you can run. Obviously, if it needs to maybe add set all over the place, I need to dart around. Nova Warp might come in handy, but at the moment, I'm just going to be running Nova Bomb Cataclysm. I'm going to be running Healing Rift instead of Empowering Rift due to running Child of the Old Gods. So when I create my Rift, it creates me a little mini Void Soul. But by using it on Healing Rift, I will be granted Grenade and Melee Energy instead of just getting health. And as well as that, I also do get health. So I get health plus Grenade Energy, and I can keep restocking my Vortex Grenade. In personal opinion, Vortex Grenade is probably the best grenade that you can run on the Void 3.0, as it sucks everything in and then blows stuff up, and then it links really well in with Echo Expulsion, which is Void ability, final blows cause targets to explode. This sucks everything, blows one up, everything else blows up. It's quite ridiculous. Along with this, we've got Feed the Void, which ties in really nice with the Vortex Grenade, because after that gets a kill, pretty much procs my Devour. Devour pretty much means I get fully regen of health, so I'm pretty sure constantly at full health if I just keep killing and killing. So Void 3.0 is really good at pretty much getting a load of kills and keeping it at that really high health pool so you're not dying, which is going to come in very handy for the contest mode on March the 5th. Along with this, we'll be running Echo of Remnants, meaning my Vortex Grenade just has a longer duration and it means I can get more kills. Along with that, we've got Echo and Undermining, meaning as well as this, my Vortex Grenade can weaken the targets, meaning they'll die a lot faster if I'm constantly shooting them, and it'll work quite well on boss DPS as well. And then finally, we've got Domineering, which is just to give me that mobility. If I do suppress a target, I need to get out of a situation or need to get my gun reloaded faster and stuff like that. Moving on from the subclass, moving on to the armor pieces. For my exotic armor on my main build, I'll be running Nezrak Sin, which means void damage kills increase my ability regen rate. So I mean, if I'm getting kills with my weapon, my grenade, it's constantly regenerating that grenade, that healing rift, and just get it over and over again. As you can see, I'll be running Well Tenacity. This is primarily for survivability in the contest mode. After contest mode, this is probably can come off as the ads won't hit as hard and you won't be dying as fast. But Well Tenacity is picking up a Void Elemental Well, reduces damage taken from combatants for a short period of time. Pretty much taken over from Protective Light as the main source of survivability mod at the moment. Along with that, I'll be running Void Siphon, which is Rapid Void Weapon Final Blows, creating armor power, which ties very much into my boots, but we'll get into that later. Moving on to the gloves, I'll be running Overload, SMG, and Auto Rifle rounds. As in the past two raids, there have been Overload champions in Vogue and Deepstone, so I feel they might put them back in as well. Alongside that, we'll be running Reaping Wellmaker. After activating your class ability, your next weapon final blow on a combatant spawns a Void Elemental Well. Very good for my ability regen build, so I can just pop down a rift, get a kill, pick up my orb, which will give me my resistance, and then keep getting kills with that. I'll keep giving my ability to regen, and then after the resistance has gone, I'll literally have enough super energy, or ability energy, sorry, to put down another well and keep that procced constantly. Oh, yeah, we're getting this rushed. Moving on to the chest piece, which is the main survivability piece as well. You want to be running Void chest piece at all times because you can run the new artifact mod Thermo Shock Plating, which gives you reduced solar damage and arc damage. Alongside that, you want to do Void resistance, pretty much meaning you're getting resistance from all elements. Obviously, you're not getting stasis, but not many enemies use stasis in the current meta at the moment. Alongside that, I'll be running Elemental Ordnance, goes really hand in hand with my grenade regen build. If I get a kill with a grenade, it spawns me another Elemental Well, so I can just constantly have the Elemental Well spawning on repeat. Moving on to the boots, we'll be running possibly the one of the best health regeneration mods there is, and that's recuperation. So obviously this ties in very well with my Void Siphon mod on my helmet, because every time I get a orb of power, I will instantly replenish my health. So as you can see, there's quite a theme of just health regeneration and ability spam on my Warlock, which I think will come in really handy for the day one. Alongside that, I'll be running Font of Might, picking up an elemental well that matches your subclass energy type, grants a temporary bonus to weapon damage of the same elemental type. Very good for just, since I'm obviously going to be spamming a lot of wells on the ground, I can keep constantly picking them up that match my subclass, so I'm constantly going to have a damage boost, meaning I can just do more damage on the ads, obviously, since I'm going to need that for contest mode. Finally, moving on to the Bond. This is subject to change probably on the fly, because obviously I'll probably might switch out Energy Vampirism for suppressing glaive if I start using the glaive, or if say Lucent Hive are in the raid, I can put out Lucent Finisher, or maybe even Suppressive Darkness if I need that. But currently I'm running Energy Vampirism, gain energy for your least charge ability when you suppress the target. Obviously works hand in hand for ability regen and my Void build. Running Overload Grenades, as I stated before with the Overload rounds, if they do include Overload champions, it'll come in very handy. And Volatile Flow, which is picking up a Void Elemental Well, grants your Void weapons volatile rounds. As maybe people have seen in build videos and stuff from other content creators, these are completely busted. If you pick up one Void Elemental Well, kill everything, just everything explodes. Obviously, I think it'll be less dramatic in the day one raid for contest, obviously, since ads are going to have a lot more health and it's going to take a lot more to kill them. But obviously after that, it's going to be ridiculous and just shred everything up. Moving on to the weapons that I'll be bringing in to start my off, I'll be running Ignition Code with Blinding Nades. Blinding Nades are one of the best things in Destiny at the moment, and they have been since season 11 pretty much. And I'll be running Slide Shot Vorpal on it. As Slide Shot, I can just constantly be moving, sliding, and keep proccing my Blinding Nades on enemies. Vorpals if I just need to damage like the boss or something with this and I've run out of ammo. Then I'll be running the Funnel Web, which is Recluse 2.0 on steroids at the moment. On my Funnel Web, I'll be running Corkscrew Rifling, Flare Magwell, Pulse Monitor, and Adrenaline Junkie. If I could have it better, I'd probably have Frenzy here instead of Adrenaline Junkie just for the day one, as I feel we're not going to be killing as many ads to give the benefits for Adrenaline currently. But after the day one, I think this is going to be the best perk that you can run, because I feel because Adrenaline Junkie does give a higher buff than Frenzy if you can get it procced. So it'll come in very handy when we can melt ads after contest mode. And then finally, everyone knows it, it's been around for ages, Galahorn. It's pretty much one of the best weapons currently at the moment. It's ridiculous for damage. So I'll be bringing that in, and then that'll let my teammates run a legendary rocket launcher, which I have here. I'll be bringing my Code Duello in, because I think it's one of the best ones. I'm running Linear Compensator, Impact Casing, Impulse Amplifier, and Chain Reaction on it. If I could have it better, I would probably like a auto-loading Lasting Impression rocket, but I haven't had time to get one, and I haven't done the weapon crafting for the one this season yet. As well as that, I'll be bringing in a Linear Fusion just in case we need to have the long range DPS. So I'll be running my Threading Needle, I'll be running Full Bore, Particle Repeater, Rapid Hit, and Frenzy on it. Very good weapon for just sustained DPS and just chunking DPS out from a long range. I'll be running my Half Truce, Eager Edge Sword, if we need to skate across open field just to get across. And then finally, which is quite a different choice, but I'll be running this Canis Major, which is a grenade launcher from Season of the Lost. I've been using it a lot more recently, and it's actually been coming in handy really well for, I've been doing stuff like Legend Lost Sectors, and it's been really useful in them. So I'm going to bring it in for mainly ad clear, if I need an ad clear in heavy. On this I'll be running Quick Launch, Spike Grenades, Clown Cartridge, and Chain Reaction. With Clown Cartridge, I can reload and get all the way up to 8 in a mag, so I can get an extra 3 grenades in one mag. So I can just spam the grenades out if I need to kill ads really fast. and then by killing ads I can proc chain reaction, which just means everything will just explode in it. For other special weapons that I'll be bringing in, I'm going to be bringing in Graviton Lance, just in case I need the far distance ad clear. But I don't want to use like a scout, and I want a bit like more damage, because obviously with the exotic perk Black Hole, the second shot of the Graviton Lance causes the enemies to explode alongside Cosmology, so that'll be quite good. And then alongside that, I'll be running Le Monarch. Le Monarch is just ridiculous, and if they also change it and they might include barrier champions, I'll be running Dead Messenger, because Dead Messenger, this gun, if you haven't got this gun, go do the Vox exotic quest, because this gun is ridiculous. I've been using this all the time in the Master Wellsprings, and it just shreds every ad that there is. It's so good. So I'll be 100% running that. Then I've got my Uzumi RR4 Adept with triple top Vorpal. If I need any DPS that I'm running, and instead I'm running a primary up here, I can run this as my secondary. And then alongside that, I've got the Enigma, the Glaive. If Glaives become a much more important factor in this contest mode, on my Glaive, I'll be running Ballistic Tuning, Light Mag, Enhanced Impulse Arm Sphere, and Enhanced Frenzy. I believe this too is the best perk combination you can get. Alongside that, if I'm going to run the Glaive, I will change my Energy Vampirism out, as I said before, for suppressing Glaive. And then I'll be running Achilles SMG, as it's currently, if it doesn't get nerfed or disabled, it currently has the 40% exotic buff, as it's coded as the Austria Striga in the settings. And then for primaries, I'll be bringing Witherhoard as well, just Witherhoard is a good constant DPS weapon. Crate if I need any headstone weapon, or if I'm going to switch my subclass and start running Stasis. Long Shadow for long range DPS. Fatebringer for unstoppable hand cannon, and maybe just more DPS. And then Heritage if we're having slug meta again, like in Deepstone, when we have to be up close. Other exotic armor I'm going to be bringing in is Phoenix Protocol, for if I have to go on well as my Warlock. Alongside that, if I'm going on to Stasis, I'll be bringing in Mantle Battle Harmony alongside my Crate. So I'll be getting the Super Energy constant, so I can just constantly have that out. Then if I also need to run well, for if we're doing on a DPS phase, I'll be putting on my Lunafaction boots to give myself and my teammates increased reload speed and increased range for our damage. But I believe that is everything for this build that I'm bringing into day one. For stats wise, 100 recovery, 100 discipline. Just discipline goes in very well for my 43.0 build. But yeah, so hopefully this video helped you all out, as well as my fellow Warlock mains for the day one raid, and gives you a better opportunity at getting that day one clear. If you want to come check out how my team does on the day one, come over to my Twitch, twitch.tv/NamesML. I'm going to be live hopefully for the whole 24 hours, maybe a few hours leading up to the raid. Might end up crashing or leaving a bit earlier. But hopefully I can see some of you guys there. Again, thank you for watching the video, and have a good day.